say I love my 55-inch Ultra HD TV. I can turn a lunch stream on and watch it all in vivid colors.
Come on, YouTube. Start. And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another RSG live stream. I'm your host with the most, Ranger J 1999, inviting you all into another wonderful episode of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the lunch version, where we sit and have a good time and talk with you, y'all. It's delicious. It's delicious because the creamy and dreamy Grim the Mechanic is here. Hello, Grim. How are you?
Hello.
I like the way you do your German accents. It's very sexual, but very, very, very militaristic.
Oh, why thank you. I learned it from Durgan.
That's right. Durgan is he's one of our followers who follows you everywhere. And by followers, I mean really follows you. In the bushes, in the trash. Wherever you go, he is here taking the photos. It's good, yeah. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. But welcome to the lunch stream, where we have fun and talk shop for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You notice that the game is not up. I'm not showing any game footage today. But that does not mean there's not other stuff for us to talk about and discuss. Like, we're going to look at the new trailer for Star Wars Squadrons. If I get demonetized, I don't care, because I think it's fun for us to do that. We get monetized anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, we make a lot of money from this, what we do here anyway. So
this will be one worthwhile.
Yeah, this will be worth it.
Demonetized
and we're still going to do your questions. I'm still going to do a roster review. Speaking of roster reviews, we have one today, and we are very happy to have Darth Radha 72 with us today.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on.
And we're glad to have you here, buddy. We're going to do your roster review today, and we're going to mainly focus on your questions. I'm making this a Q&A day. So it would be nice just to sit back and look at your questions and answer your guys' questions. And it's real simple. If you have a question, all you need to do is put that in chat. Make sure you put question for your statement. We'll be more glad to scoop that up and get that read. And I want to focus more on questions today, and spend more time with you guys today, and have some fun. And make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe. What's that, Grim?
Biscuit Weasel says he's here to make fun of Darth Radha. Well, get on the stream here, man.
You're more welcome. Come join in. The weasel that is enjoying the biscuits. He was on with us in Jedi Academy. If you didn't watch this past Jedi Academy, I don't know what you're doing, but I understand. But you should at least go back and watch it. It's amazing. We had one of the best panels we've ever had. And then I was on Remon's stream last night. Trying to anyway. It kept breaking up. It kind of loses the context and stuff. Unfortunately, Remon's just... something's not working with his setup. I don't know if it's his internet. I don't know if it's the way he's got his OBS settings, but he's going to have to try to fix that, because he's been having some issues, unfortunately. And I feel bad for Remon, but these things happen. There's not much you can do. So, but you can check that out. I was on that stream last night. Today, we got a lot of streaming planned for you guys. I think Finn the Madman, being the madman that he is going to be streaming Marvels, he said, for like 9 hours. Is he crazy, Grim? Is he loco en la cabeza?
I think it's more than that.
Did someone give him sugar?
Him being crazy.
Yeah, little crazy little bastard. He's a crazy little guy. He's just out there streaming stuff. But go ahead and get your questions in. Also, give your greetings. And we like to shout out everybody, which we'll do here in a few moments, where we say hello to everybody and say thank you for being here. We very much appreciate it. Very much glad to have you guys here on this Monday. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's maintaining their social distancing, looking out for one another, doing all that stuff that really matters. So, because coronavirus is just not playing games, and you shouldn't play games with them either. So, there's that. We're getting ready for the next round of TB. Is this light side TB coming up? It is, isn't it?
Yes, I think the last one we did was Dark Side. The days just are meshing into one another now.
Oh no. That's all right. I got my Galactic Legend Ray, and I will go in there, get 4 for 4, and then do stuff with gas, and then go do the Jedi mission where I get raffle stomped. Just not it's not good. So I don't have the Jedi that Adastra has, and it's not good. It's bad. It's real bad. So yes, and also if you have, as I was saying, thumbs up and subscribe. We're almost at 5K subs. Can you believe that? We're like 50 subs away from 5K, Graham. I never thought we would ever get there. It's unbelievable.
Wait, we're 50 subs away?
From 5K subs.
Oh, Well, pass the word, guys.
Come on, guys.
Let's hit that 5K mark.
Guys, come on. We
I mean, wow.
So anyway, glad to have you guys here on a Monday, and I will hope we bring some brightness to it. I thought we would start off, man. I have not seen this trailer. I have not seen it at all. I have not. I'm very excited to see this trailer. It looks glorious.
Oh, so we're gonna get.
This
I haven't seen it either.
I haven't
so
seen
you're
it.
gonna
Darth
get
Radha.
live,
have you seen this? Dorothy Pooh.
He's speechless.
I saw it this morning.
Okay, don't say anything because me and Grim have not seen it.
Spoilers.
So this will be a live reaction to the new Squadrons, the Star Wars trailer for the new game. I have a pretty sneaky suspicion, Grim, I'm going to be getting a virtual headset and playing this. This is what it looks like. So I'll be out there calling out everybody's signal, like Red 5 checking in, Red 2738, Blue 52, Hike checking in. All right, let's do this. And let's do this for you guys. Here we go.
I can't shake them. Giving engines full power.
Think you can escape?
This is gonna be close.
Pilots, you are the Empire's strength. We do not accept defeat.
Remember why we fly. For hope. For the new republic.
Vengeance will be ours.
Seize that moment.
When the perfect shot makes history.
5 pilots.
1 squadron.
The galaxy's finest.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch the trailer tomorrow playlist.
Dude.
Tomorrow. Jesus H.
The
Jesus.
Star Destroyer coming out of the clouds.
That looks pimp as hell. Holy Christ.
We'll have to see how it looks. I mean,
Woo!
from that one, I got a definite X-Wing versus TIE Fighter vibe. From
Yeah,
that,
I got that same kind of vibe, except just better.
Yeah.
Holy Christ.
Gave me goosebumps.
Gave me a little goosebumps. Pretty damn good trailer there. Oh, man.
Was it me, or did the X-wing pilot on the left look like Wedge?
It was Wedge. A good call. I was going to say they had a little nod there to Wedge there.
Yeah.
But that looks great, man. It looks like you pick your team, you go in, and you fly together, which will be kind of nice, right? It'll be interesting to see what the graphics look like. And if it's VR, that's going to be intense, dude. I mean, that's going to be crazy. If it's a virtual reality simulator where you have the goggles on and you're flying.
Oh, dude. Then we'll have to get some Oculus Rifts and
I'm in.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll stream it. It's a Star Wars game, and I'm all in. That thing looks goddamn amazing, especially if it's Xbox. Shit.
Heck, even if it's PC.
Virtual
PC's
reality.
look
I will be getting the
amazing.
headset, and we will be streaming the hell out of that and having some fun. So we'll have some fun with that. So we'll see. We don't have all the details. That was just the trailer for it. Looks great. I really liked it. It was, lot of the ships that
We'll have to get some of those
Y-wings,
some of the-
A-wings, X-wings. You had TIE interceptors, bombers. They had the one ship for the Empire. I mean, just looks great. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. That looks really good. So I even had they had the U-wing in there. Yeah, they
Had the U-wing in it.
What was the other one?
U-wing
we have that ship in game. I just don't know the designation.
It had the TIE Avengers. Did you see the
Yeah.
It wasn't the ones that looked like the TIE bombers, but they have the turbo lasers in them.
Yeah, there was those. I'm just trying to think. What's the one ship that I saw in there?
It had the
Reapers.
Is it
the Reapers? The TIE Reaper was in there. Yeah. Okay, I couldn't think of the name because I had to think.
TIE Reaper.
I always have to think Death Trooper, Short Trooper. What ship are they flying in the game? I was like, oh.
Thane Kyrell just donated $2. Says Star Wars Squadron needs pilots. Corona 4 standing by.
Corona 12 standing by. It's like, oh Jesus, no.
Hey,
Hell
look
yeah.
who's joining us, Ranger. I see a biscuit weasel.
Oh my God, it's a biscuit weasel.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
We just watched a new trailer
How's it
for
going, man?
Star Wars Squadrons. I got to say, man, pretty impressed by the trailer.
Yeah, I saw it about maybe 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, me and Grim waited until the stream because I wanted to share it with the skewers, the fam,
Absolutely.
la familia. How are you today, Biscuit?
I am doing well.
I just want to apologize because Grande has now joined us on the screen.
Hey, I spent 3 hours with the Grande yesterday.
That's right. See, I was segueing. See, that's how you do the segue. For your stream, tell everybody about what you did yesterday. No, Grande, shut up. I'm letting Biscuit Weasel pimp his own stuff. Jesus. God, it's like a small, mentally deprived child. All right, Biscuit, tell people about what you did yesterday with YouTube and what Grande was there for. Then we'll let Grande talk.
Okay.
Let's let the guest go first. Out of respect, Grande.
Fair enough. So hey guys, it's an honor to be back here with you guys. So yesterday I spent 3 hours with Grande.
Good
A friend of mine, Rico and I rather. We triaged Grande's roster. We basically, it's a part of my GAC hospital where I spend 1 week with a player.
Sure.
And we do a really intense, in-depth roster review before GAC starts. Then when they lock in and they get an opponent, I'll work with that player and help them come up with a strategy to balance both the defense and an offense strategy. And then when we go in for the attack phase, we call it surgery. And then I'm streaming that player's their screen sharing with me, and I'm streaming and I'm helping them walk through each of their GAC battles.
So why did you pick Grande? Do you not like yourself or something?
Pretty cool.
I mean,
No, I actually, so I was we were coming to the end of the season last time, and I started just putting out feelers because I had a couple of spots open for this upcoming season, and so I started putting out feelers to just go ahead and lock in those couple of slots. And when and I put it on Andy Bede's server, and just within a few minutes I got a tag, and it was like Grande Patron, and I'm like, I only know one Grande. And he was like, hey, I'll yeah, put me in. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I've got one at the end of this when do you want to go? He was like, well, I'm going for Frozen and Carbonite this season. So I was like, well, I'll just put you in the first week of next season, and we'll call it the return of the big deal.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And so you do one of these a week, or how often are you doing this every week, every Sunday that you're doing this for somebody?
Typically, yes, because the new week, I'll usually do it on Sunday afternoons is when I do the triage, and then Sunday night I'll do a second stream for the third round of that attack for that week, and then that way it gives the player a day or so, a couple of days to move mods, to farm mods, If they're a couple of zetas away from needing a new zeta for a character, it gives them a couple of days to where they can make some changes to try to better themselves for that upcoming week.
So what would you do if someone like me, and I would be more glad to do it, but I haven't lost in a while. And I'm just saying, I just haven't lost in a while. I mean, that's just a fact. But like, say I put my name in the hat, right? What were you focused on then? Do you have players like that are doing well, but are just looking for little things like that? I mean, how do you approach that?
Absolutely.
See you segue again.
Yeah. So I honestly did not realize how big Grande's roster was.
It's pretty fluffy.
Well,
careful, that might be taken out of context.
No, it's a GP fluffy roster, man. That thing is fluffy as hell.
We started talking, I guess, Saturday night. I was setting up, and I was like, "Hey, send me your ally code, and that way I can start looking at your roster." And I pulled it up, and I was like, "Good gosh almighty!" And so as I started really going through a lot of his teams and a lot of his characters, he has all the right stuff. He has really good mods. Of course. He's got an exceptional roster. So what I really had to do, it wasn't a traditional where I'm helping somebody's okay, hey, you need to go get gas. Here's what you're going to need for gas. It was like, well, he literally has everything except for Cam. And it's like, so then we started finding those little nitpicky details. Like when I first looked at his roster, I saw that gas wasn't modded for protection. And I'm like, well, that's kind of strange. Why would he not mod gas for protection? Well, maybe he's not using gas as a lead.
Grande doesn't believe in protection.
That's why I have 3 children.
Yeah.
So we started nitpicking a little bit and trying to split some of those hairs. Okay, it's like, yeah, you've like one instance, character I'll give you was for Bosk. He's running a 273, but not very much tenacity. And I was like, I like running a high tenacity Bosk, very much similar to Nest, so that it creates problems for a typical JTR lineup. And I like running a fast, high tenacity Bosk. I was like, it's 273. You put Django in front as the lead. That's going to give him another 30. So that's 303. And I was like telling Grande, if you were to swap some mods and, if you can get some more tenacity on Bosk, that'd be great, but don't sacrifice his speed for that just to get some tenacity, because most people aren't running a 300 or a 290 BB-8 or a JTR right now. And that would just be one of those surprise teams that
I'm running one of those.
Like I said, most people.
I like to mess with them.
Oh yeah. So
where can folks check this out? Pimp your stuff at the beginning here, so people, not now, we're doing this stream, but then after this stream, you go check it out. Where can folks go check that with Grande?
So I'm going to be on Twitch this week, guys. Twitch.tv/BiscuitWeasel. It's Weasel with the Z. And then, so Wednesday night at 8 is our first attack phase. And then the second attack phase will be Saturday after Jedi Academy. I usually start around noonish.
Okay.
So it'll be after Jedi Academy. And then the third session will be next Sunday at 8 p.m.
Sunday at 8 p.m. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So Wednesday at 8. Saturday at noon or noon-ish, and then Wednesday at 8, or Sunday at 8.
Okay, there you go.
I may have to submit my roster for your scrutiny.
Yeah, go ahead, Grim. I'm booked. Let's see.
I have horrible luck in GAC, man. To the point where it's not fun for me. So
I am. Let's see here. So season 9, I'm only going to have a couple in season 9 because you've got that week right around July 4th. So I'm going to be traveling and then I'll be off the week. So I'm only doing 2 for this upcoming season. Season 10's booked, and then I have week 4 of season 11 open.
There you go.
Well, we'll have to talk.
So, yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to set up a time.
RSG making connections since 2016. All right, let's say hi to all the skewers. We got Biscuit here. We got the Grande Babyface Patron. So get all your questions in because we're going to be doing that in here in a little bit. But we're going to get to Darth Radha's roster review here in a second. But let's say hi to all the boys and girls, the men and the women out there in TV land, and say hi. We'll start with the Revenator's here. He's choking somebody. Slapped you. He's got his 5 hand. He's going to slap you. Hello, Revenator. Bad Rongos here says, Guten Morgen, mein good ones. Yes, guten Morgen to you, the Fräulein. Bad Rongo says, 4,940 subscribers. There's actually 4,947. Getting close. It's working. It's working. We're almost at 5K. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. We're getting close and spread the word. But good morning, Bad Rongo. Forder's here. He says, hello there, skewers. Hello there. Skywalker Vader, our Canadian representation of them skewers up in the frozen tundra of Canada. It's not too frozen right now. He's in the thaw period, but he's up there representing the skewer nation. Says, good morning, everyone, eh? Hey, right back at you, eh? Darth Vader 87 says, hello. Hello, my friend. Feta says, good morning. Good morning to you. Biscuit Weasel says, boom sauce. Not to be confused with Boom Hauer. Nathan H says, hello there. Hello there. So Skewers Pickle Time. Damn right, it's pickle time. Whip out your pickles, stroke your Wookiees. You know what it's all about. Waffle Dolphins says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, my friend. What else? 73 says, wahoo. Yes, indeed. He's excited to be here on a Monday, and I love it. Utah says, happy Monday. Hope all is going well, and everyone is still safe. Yes, indeed. And we hope you're being safe too, Utah. Who the Hut says, hey there, Skewers. Hey there, who? Nathan H says, the trailer looks awesome. It does. It looks amazing. Let's see here. CBO97, my military brother from another mother, says, hello, RSG crew. 2 days of no game is weird. It is weird, but, you know, it is what it is. We'll be all right. There's other things you can do, like read books and make love and eat good food. And
you read, Ranger?
Order. What's that?
You read books?
I've read thousands of books, dude. I'm a book whore, dude. Like I'll read a book in a day. I could take 400-page book and read it in a day. I mean, I'm literally one of those. I'm a binger, so whether it's books or anime or anything like that, I literally just like. And then I get pissed off with books because I like reading it a day. I'm like, God, I have nothing to read. You know, so I couldn't put the damn thing down. So I'll take 10 hours and read the damn thing. Let's see here. Dommy Pieces, are we blind? Deploy the likes. Yes, get those likes in, people. We really would appreciate it. Zolov Zebra says, hey, RSG. Says, have you all made sure to rate the game to 1 stars? I think I have, Graham. Have you rated 1 star? Or do you even care? Yeah, I don't, yeah. If you want to do it, great. No. There's more than one way to protest. I mean, that's one way. I gave that a long time ago, so.
Yeah, I actually gave it an honest review, so, I mean.
What'd you give it, Graham?
I gave it a 3.
It still sucks.
Because I mean, it's average, really. It is for 60%, a mobile game.
Yeah, 60%, 70%'s passing. You failed, CG. You needed a 3.5 from Grim. Get your act together.
The funny thing, as far as mobile games go, we still have better communication in Galaxy Heroes than most other mobile games.
That's bullshit.
It's sad, isn't it?
It's not even close. I've seen some of the communication from some of these other mobile games, and I am very depressed. I really am. I mean, Raid Shadow Legends is... there's an anime channel that I watch, Rant Cafe. They're over there pimping Raid Shadow Legends because the devs are walking directly with them and helping them with the videos up in real time. So I'm like, come on, man. Why can't we have some shit like that in Galaxy Heroes and stuff? Like, come on. CG, step it up a little bit, man. Damn it. Zolov Zero says, oh, you did that one. Ryucha says, it's Remon, enough said. That's true. Let's not ever... Nathan H with a question. We'll get to those here. Nathan H says, has Finn lost his marbles? If you mean virtual marbles, no. If you mean in real life, that's debatable. Let's see here. Who else have we got? We got, looking for everybody we haven't seen. Gap Peaser says, hey, RSG peeps. Happy Monday to all. I wave my pickles at your greatness. Oh, just... What? Keep that at a safe distance, then, my friend. You don't want to be hitting people in the head with your pickle. Dommy P for the Empire. Indeed. God, that trailer was amazing. Let's see here. Neo McVenom 2 says Ewing. I know, I saw it too, my friend. Thane Kyrell, the fourth Akagi is here. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. Frederick Nielsen says A-Wing. I saw that too. Yep, everybody's seen all the ships. It looks pretty good. Not gonna lie, looks pretty good. Let's see here. Exo's here. Saying, humble as always, we know, my friend. Affinity's here. He says, Ranger has nipples. Can you milk him? No, neither can you. And you don't get chocolate milk from yours and vanilla milk for me. That's all just a bunch of baloney. Let's see.
And, honestly, that's disturbing.
Well, that's the myth, but I can't, it's a
myth. I mean, that's almost as disturbing as the blue milk from Last Jedi.
Milk, lemonade. Around the corner, fudge is made.
That was Grande's words of wisdom of the day. There you go. No true words have ever been spoken on RSG before until Grande said them. Sometimes I wish he wouldn't say them. Let's see. Neo McVenom's here. He says, "May the sheepy be with you, and may the sheepy be with you, and also with you." Tor and Jax TJ's here. He says, "What's up, RSG? What's going on with you, player?" Darth Malik. Holy crap! He's here. He says, "Where's Smithy D?" Well, Smithy D shows up whenever he wants. I mean, he's more than welcome, but I don't see the Smithy anywhere yet. Vincent P is here as well. Hello, Vincent. I know you asked a question, but glad to have you here. Anybody else? I'm just checking. See if there's anybody else that I miss. No, I think that's everybody. Keep getting your greetings in. I think we said hi to
Hey, Ranger.
There we go. Okay. Yes,
Ranger.
Grande. Oh, Lord.
What is your favorite Ewing?
Ewing?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like, there's more than like what's your favorite one?
That's like asking me what's my favorite X-Wing. They're all X-Wings.
Okay. Well, my favorite Ewing is Patrick Ewing from the Knicks.
I'm going to ban you.
I knew that
I
one
knew
was coming,
but I thought maybe he was having a brain damaged moment. Like he was trying to say, he thinks like, you don't call it the Ewing, you call it Cassian's Ewing, something along those lines.
And here I'm sitting here, wait for it. Wait for it.
You guys knew it was coming. You knew something was coming, right?
Yep.
Grande, did you steal Biscuit Weasel's dad jokes book last night?
I swear.
I did not. No, dude, I say this kind of crap all the time. Ranger knows.
God. Snoochie Poochies is here. He says, waving hi. Hello, my brother. Guzza Buzz says, I'm here for the rants. Well, not really a rant today. We're having some fun. We're sitting back, relaxing. Want to see a rant, just go watch my last video I did. I was pretty upset.
And if you misspelled it and really meant pants, you're wrong also, because none of us wear pants.
No, I'm wearing shorts right now. It's too hot for pants. I got my nice workout shorts on, so because I'll be working out. And I'm seeing the Escape Podcast is here. Says, hey, I made it. Hello, Paul. Hello. If you want to come hang out, you're more than welcome to. You know the deal. You've got the Zoom. Come on in. And I think that's everybody I see at the moment. All right, let's get into our roster review. Yes. If you guys are new and wondering what this is, we like to help out the players with roster reviews. And today we're doing our good friend who's in the Zoom call, already introduced, Darth Radha, 1972. And I'm going to go over what Darth Radha said in his request for us for the roster review. And then if there's anything different he can say, we'll go by these. He's got 4 main points. Before we do that, let's shout out his guild. The Schwartz Holiday Special. Yes, that famous Star Wars show where, yes, may never be spoken of again. So there we go. And let me get this ready. Okay, there we go. 56 Hope Road just popped in and says, I'm late, but I made it. And that's all that matters, is that you made it.
Think Kyrell just donated $5.
Another $5.
He
Oh,
says,
my God.
Ranger, I want to stream and cover Star Wars Squadrons. Will you teach me the ways of the YouTube?
No.
Well, there you go.
Son of... Fan, you've been very mean to me lately. You've been saying a lot of mean comments. I saw all of them. I'm building a wall around you. No YouTube. I'm taking away your phone. Tremendous. Yeah, we'll get you hooked up thing. It's what we do, man. We'll get you hooked up. And if if I'm playing it, you're always welcome to come join it. I have to get everything set up for Xbox, but it'll be worth it, man. We'll get it going. But yeah, if you need, of course we'll do that. Like, you have to ask. What a dumbass. God damn it, Thane. You just asked the obvious question. No, I will not help you, Thane. Why would we do such a thing here? We don't ever help anybody. Of course, brother. All right, we're back to Darth Radha, 1972. Let's see here. Okay, Discord's fighting me. There it is. All right, I'm going to go over these points one by one to discuss it with you, Darth. And if there's anything you'd like to add additionally, Mr. Radha, of the year 1972, then say something. If not, forever hold your peace. He says, an overall review of where my roster is at. I know one glaring hole is my Ned sisters. It was last time, but I haven't found the time to get to them yet. Well, that's okay. Let's see what you do have. So you're at 5.6 million GP. You've got the Galactic Ray team going with Watt. I like that. It's one of the combinations I've seen. Doing fine in Fleet, doing fine in Arena. So let's go to your characters and take a look. What are we dealing with here? Well, Grande, I like what you've done here. Okay, a lot of Gear 12s, a lot of relics. Very nice. Looks like you got the.
I can see right now your Tuskens need some work.
Get the hell out of here. Tuskens. Where are your Tuskens right now, Grim? I rest my case. Yeah, that's what I thought. Calling you out, brother. You don't have Tusken done? What about yours? Well, what matters is what's wrong with your Tuskens. My Tuskens.
Your Tuskens suck. Shut up.
So we do have Galactic Legend Ray. What are you currently working on right now? Are you hoarding at the moment? Or are you working on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren? Because it looks like you have everything else, Darth Radha.
Well, if you go to my my first order,
sure. Hey, it looks like mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like you're working on getting Supreme Leader Kylo.
Yeah, I was, and then what my plan is I've been just hoarding all the Gear 13 and Chirotech that I can, and just taking my first order to 12.
Sure.
And I'm farming Hux and Sith Trooper daily, and now that Jedi Luke's coming out, I'm kind of in a conundrum. Like, do I continue on this because I'm kind of hoarding anyway, or do I just slow down, continue to farm Sith Trooper and Hux because they're only 4-star, see what's required for Jedi Luke, and if he's going to be OP, switch to him.
Yeah, so that's a great point. So my direction I'm going with my account, it's the same boat that you're in, right? As I'm hoarding. And what I'm going to wait on is, I'm just doing gear now. I already got the stars on the characters. So it's just gear. But with the announcement of Galactic Legend Luke, I'm like, well, if I've got the characters and I just need gear, I'll just, with some of the gear that I've been using toward First Order, I'm going to pop that on to whatever I need for Luke and go get him, right? And then I'll go back and farm First Order, right? Because I've already got a Galactic Legend. So it'd be kind of cool to get Luke and then go back in and finish up everything I need for Kylo. That's what I would recommend for you. I would still farm Hux and Sith Trooper, but if you can get Luke and it's somewhat reasonable, and somewhat reasonable means like you've got enough gear and stuff to make a run at him, I would get Luke. And we still have to see his kit though. We need to see how good he's going to be. But if he's really good and he's going to be an awesome character, and it's something that you want to do, I personally would like to get Luke. Then I'd say do it that way, because you can always go back in and go back into working. You still got to wait anyway with gear and stuff for Hux and Sith Trooper to be done farming. That's your priority there, is getting those two characters to 7 stars. Everything else is pointless, right? You also need the Hux's ship at 5 stars too. So until all those requirements are met, I think you go for Jedi Luke.
Yeah, I think you're making a correct choice there.
Yeah, I think so too.
The way you're farming stuff, and of course, with Luke being teased right now, hoarding right now to see what Luke's kit looks like is probably the best idea, since you already have Rey.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? Kaya says, go for Jedi Luke. I would say just for light side GOTB. It's a good call, Kaya. We need all the help we can get, man. Oh, Lord. Kaya, she's so smart. She always drops these smart little things. And God, I should have said that. Damn it.
I mean, I just feel bad for people that have been are so close to say Kylo or Rey, and then they drop Luke, and now they have nothing. They have no resources, nothing. I at least have the crystal income.
Same.
I've been hoarding my crystals. I'm farming Sith Trooper and Hux. I was farming them like three times a day, and now I'm only farming them. I'm doing one full and one refresh because I want to bank as many crystals as I can.
Sure. No, I think that's smart. I think it's exactly what I'm going to be doing, right? Still keep farming Hux and Sith Trooper, but I would say Luke's attainable, go for it, man. Especially if you've got the characters already 7-star, you just need gear. I'd shift that gear over to them just so you can go get Galactic Legend Luke, right? I'm going to wait to see what the requirements are, and even for some of the relic pieces that I have ready to rock and roll, I'll get some investment in going for Jedi Luke because it just makes sense. You're in that position. You also make a good point, though. If you don't even have a Galactic Legend, depends on where your roster is. Again, if Luke is attainable for you, you may want to stop and get him. But if it's not going to be, then I say you got to get those Galactic Legends in your roster. At least one, whichever one you're working on.
Well, and it's like for me, I'm still going to go for Kylo. It sucks that Luke is coming out, but like for free to play players, they're already invested.
It's a tough call, right? Like, do you go for Luke? We'll see. They said they're supposed to announce something today. I've got the forums open. As soon as something gets announced, now Finn will be streaming. So hopefully we can, he'll be live when it hits. I'll jump on to talk about it once we get to that point. So I'll be looking on the forums and stuff. So Finn, if you're listening, I will be jumping on. So be in Zoom. Don't be dicking around because we'll read the posts and go over the kit and stuff. Probably be on Twitch because Finn's probably going to be doing marbles at the time, but we'll take a break and go do that real quick for you guys. Because we're curious too. What's going to be the path? What are going to be the characters needed? Is it going to be hero or Galactic Legend? Those kind of things are kind of important. We'll discuss it. So, Thane, he said that for a while ago. Thane said, "Wait a minute, I thought Grim said he wasn't going for any of the Galactic Legend."
That was quite a while back.
Yeah, that was quite a while back. But I kind of talked him into doing it. You have me to think.
Well, I was.
I mean,
after seeing how good the Galactic Legends were, I was like, I would be severely hindering my roster not getting one.
That, and I threatened him. He doesn't want to admit to that, but yeah,
that too.
Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Darth Radha, I think we've got a good plan there. Let's see what's going to play out for Luke, and then if it's reasonable, and not by reasonable, I mean it's within what you can do, go for him. If not, then stick with Galactic Legends. I mean, if Luke's so like craziness, and you're just like Jesus, I'll let you make that call, man. So, but we'll you're in the same boat as me, and we'll discuss it offline once it happens. You know what I'm saying? So we'll know.
Yeah.
All right. So we covered that point. Issue number 2, mods. I'm farming 4 days a week and slicing 3 days a week religiously. Is there any mods I should switch to Emid for my characters? Well, let's go look at your mods just in general. But other than that, no, get your ass in the trench, which I know you've been in there a long time with me, and suck it up because it sucks. God. All right, first off, mod on Rex needs to be sliced. Mod on Jedi Knight Revan needs to be sliced. I go to 20. The one on Darth Malik needs to be sliced. You need every little bit of piece of speed you can. Overall, pretty good. We are lacking speed mods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you've got 2 sets. And you got some other ones that are like 17, 18. That can go to 18 and 19. So that's pretty decent, actually. The one on Rex
got
goes to 21.
Some good mods, but I definitely recommend some more speed sets.
Yeah, we got to just keep slicing.
I mean,
there's nothing else you can do, man. It's RNG fest. It sucks. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
same thing. Yeah,
it's the worst part of the game, but it's a necessary evil. We got to do it, otherwise you end up getting left behind, which really sucks.
Yeah, but I think you've got enough mods with speed that you're doing fine. I see them they're on the right characters. They're mainly focusing on your arena team and other characters that I would definitely put them on, like Darth Redman and Basil and stuff like that. So I don't have any problem with that. I think you just need more just to make your roster more rounded out. But there's not a damn thing you can do about it, brother. I mean, I've been rolling mods religiously every day, twice a day, slicing and doing everything that you're doing, and it's just the luck of the draw. Wait a minute, that's a 4-dot mod on Rex. Holy Christ!
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a second.
Take that to 6E. We're screwed. I thought it was a 5-dot. Oh my god!
The end is here. Oh no!
The end is now. So skip that one. That's a nice mod though. But Jedi Revan and Malik, definitely we can get at least 20 speed on those. And every little 1-2 speed adds up. Let's see here. Kyle in the chat says, how do you guys find the gear pack day for $12.99 crystals for 10 to 20 Kairos, stun guns, scuffs, etc.? Considering that for 1,400 I can get 50 of them, it's kind of a crappy deal. Someone just donated.
Yeah.
Anonymous donated $6.66. See, that works on Finn. That does not work on me. Somewhere Finn just peed his pants. So,
thank you for the donation.
I haven't really looked hard at it. Let me look at. I'm pulling it up here real quick in the new packs. Let's see. Are they in there? See, $12.99 for 10 to 20. I'm trying to remember if that pack what it was.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good price. I mean,
for crystals, no. I don't think that's been released. I haven't looked. I don't even know. I mean, they're going to be pushing out gear and stuff probably in anticipation of Jet Luke.
It got Finn.
It did. So if it's $12.99 crystals for 10 to 20 Cairo stun guns, cuffs, etc. Let me do the math here real quick. If you get 10
here's
each,
the big question:
10 Chirotechs, 10 stun guffs, then 10 stun guns, and 10, say, of other pieces. I'd have to look at it. Like, it might be okay, but $12.99 because I know 1,400 I can get like 50 stun guns. So, I'd have to look at it. But if Chirotechs are different because you only get 50 for 1,400, right? Because it takes 2,800 and 100 to do the one piece each.
Well, and you can buy.
I don't know.
You can buy the stun guns in the weekly shipment store. I think for 10 for 200 and was it 280 crystals maybe or 260 something like that.
That's a fifth of what the total is for 1,400 or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's sent into Discord General. Okay, let me look here. Discord General. Let me look. Hiya. It's a good thing while we're doing this here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Let me look at this. 10, 20, 30, 40. So you get 60 at the minimum of 10 of each, or you can get a combination of plus that number for $12.99. Actually looking at this is actually a pretty good deal. I would actually get this. I mean, that's not bad. $12.99. Now you only get it once. Hopefully you get RNG and you get some 20s in there, because then that really makes this a good deal. Yeah, actually, I think this is a good deal. This is a really good deal.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, this is pretty solid, because if you do look out and get 20s on some, especially like the stun guns, for 1,300 crystals, for those being the main pieces that you need everywhere, especially the 2 Chirotechs, yeah, I actually think that's a good deal. I would do that. $12.99 for those? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Kyra. Yeah, I actually think that's a good deal. Now that I've had a chance to look at it, I think that's a great deal. All right, back into Darth Radha. So I think we're pretty clear on what you have to do for mods. There's not much more you can do but just cut and slice and cut and pull. Any other questions about mods? Because it's just a suckfest, man.
They're just they are what they are. It's the one relative in the game that it's just complete utter random.
Yeah, it sucks. All right, let me get back to the roster review schedule and look at what you have here. Number 3, Galactic Legend Kylo. I'm still working on them and trying to determine if I should gear 13 them or just hold off now and a horde for Jedi Live. We discussed that already. We'll get back to your first point with the Night Sisters.
Yep.
I think Night Sisters are still going to have to be on hold, buddy.
Yeah.
Until we figure out what we're going to do with Jedi Luke, right? So let's wait for Jedi Luke. Make a you make that determination, right? If you want to go for them and it seems within reasonable from where your roster is to get them, you know, whether it's gear and stuff, then go for it. If not, then work on your Kylo Ren because you still want that the Galactic. I mean, you're going to get more out of your Kylo Ren than you ever will out of your Night Sisters. I mean, he's a monster. You're a monster. So yeah. All right. 4. Any suggestions other than Night Sisters of how I should approach my roster long term? Should I just take more teams to gear 13 and relics, or start pounding out the bottom of my roster to gear 12? Most of the factions have been out of date, so I would appreciate any feedback and advice. Well, let's kind of go through your teams real quick then. So we'll go back in here. We already know Night Sister, what the deal is with those. That'll be one of the teams you do want to eventually get. I'm going to tell that Darth Revan's done, Janet Revan's done, 501st, GR is done. We're not going to look at those. So start with your Bounty Hunters. Bounty Hunters is a fun team. I enjoy thoroughly the Bounty Hunters. You could actually start working. They should be free to play soon. Grief and Mando. If you want to work on those two and add them to your roster, you'd have to do some work on the gear. Mainly Boss, getting him to Relic just to get the extra speed. But if you want to do add Grief and Mando in there, that's a fun team and a really badass team.
Maybe finish up Jango Fett in there too, because he's extraordinarily good.
Yeah, he's really, really good. So
I'm farming him as well. And I was, until Jedi Knight Luke was announced, I was buying Mando and Grief Shards out of the shipments.
Yeah. So I think that's a possibility after Kylo Ren. We talked about Night Sisters. Let's look where yours is at. I can't remember. Yeah, we could round out the Night Sisters. So that's 2 teams there that I do think you still get value out of. In GAC, in TW, I think that there's just really strong teams. So those are 2 teams definitely. A fun team after that maybe would be Troopers, but yours are 12, pretty solid. Let's work on Range Trooper. He makes a world of difference with Troopers. You can leave him at 12.
There's also always the single characters that are amazing.
Yeah, I'm going
all
through
the time,
well,
like Nest, Wampa.
I think this is squared away. Let's look real quick. Scoundrels. Your Nest is 11. You can take her to 12. Grant's point is very valid. At least get her to 12. Make her a little bit beefier. Give her some more stats, right?
Okay.
So you can do that. You can maybe work on the Kira, Young Lando, Young Han, Nest, L3 team. I've run that before in JC and had nice results. It's a really fun team. It's great on offense too. Haven't looked at Separatists to see how they're doing. No, they're fine. Never mind. I would definitely take Spy maybe up to Relic.
Now, when you say take her to Relic, would you take Spy to Relic 7, or would you take Spy to
I take him
Relic
3 to
4?
5, between 3 and 5, whatever is convenient for you. He doesn't need to be 7, but once he gets like Relic 3, he starts doing some good damage and some good work there. It gets a little bit much more survivable. So there's something to consider, right? You already have GBA done, so that's really good. So those are some options there I think you can do. I mean, we'll look at your Sith real quick. Maybe you take Treya, Malik, and Nihilus to Relic, right? Get them a little bit more survivable, because if they're in the Relic zone, then you can still use them against Geonosians because they just become beefier, right? Faster, beefier, just better stats overall. Those are some of the teams I would say you could work on that you'll get your bang for your buck, right? Nasus, you can throw that in there. You can throw a Womp in there. Just certain characters like that you can go through and but I would do it by squad, right? Pick one, work on it, get it done, right? Now some are individual, like Bounty Hunters. You can work on Django and Range Trooper, get them squared away. Throw those guys into your squad along with like Grief and Mando. Those are what you're working on for a little bit. Then you go back and do Night Sisters and gearing up some of your Separatists. So you can do it that way too.
And Paul brings up a good point in chat. I mean, I'm not seeing a Zeta on Bodhi Rook, man. What's going on here?
Get the hell out of here with these ridiculous claims. If it ain't on your roster, you ain't added it someone else's roster. Good Lord. Bodhi
Only
Rook.
Paul would recommend a Zeta.
Paul, shame on you. Just awful, Paul. I'm so disappointed in you right now. Bodhi Rook.
Bodhi Rook. Yeah.
No.
I'm the pilot, but I don't have a ship.
I have no ship.
Christ. All right, so those are your main points. I think that's where the direction we need to go. Continue working on mods. rounding up. We'll wait to see the announcement of Jedi Luke, whether you're going to go for him or not. It'll be your call, depending on what the requirements are. Then definitely getting Galactic Legend Kyle, but then those teams and characters, I think, would what you would be working on next. So that being said, everything you've asked us to look at, we've looked at. What other questions? It's your time, Darth Radha. What would you like?
The only other question I have is: do you think for my Sith at all is it worth at some point in time gearing Marauder up?
Yes.
Okay.
Marauder is a beast, man. I have him just Relic 1, and he still one-shots the hell out of people. I mean,
he's good, but I don't know.
I love him.
I'd say I'd rather see you finish Darth Malak off before you work on Marauder.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he noticed that. Yeah, you need to get a relic on old Darth Malak there. He's a priority.
Marauder is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but he's not Malak.
No, he's not Malak.
No.
Malak's on my list. It's just I was focused on Kylo.
Sure.
And so you can't. There's only.
I would say Malak is that one exception to the rule because Malak Relic is he's a beefy.
Well, he can take out teams by himself.
Yeah, so I would get him Relic along with everything you're working on for Kylo Ren. I didn't see that. Okay. It's a good catch there, Grim. All right, what else? This is your time.
That's all I have.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. Again, shout out to your guild, Swartz Holiday Special. And if you would like a roster review from RSG, like our good friend Darth Radha here, all you need to do is send your GG page with what you want us to look at to Finity in our Discord, FINITY. When you do, give him a day or two to respond. If he doesn't, send him another message, but he will respond eventually. He'll add you in the queue. It's about a week's wait. He'll give you a date and time so you know when your roster review is that works with your schedule. He'll work with you on that, and you can be live like Darth Radha is. You can just be in the chat, or maybe you're just busy, but you'll know what day it is, and you can go back and watch it. Regardless of any of those situations, you can come back and ask us questions afterwards if you have any questions. Return it to your roster review afterwards. It's free. You don't have to pay us anything. If you'd like to get yours done sooner rather than later, you can become a Patreon sponsor, green level or higher. It's $10 a month, I believe, and get your roster review and get it done, bumped up to the front of the line. That's pretty much how it works for RSG. So with that, let's get to the question.
Yeah, thank you for letting us look at your roster.
Yes, and Darth Radha is going to hang out. We got Biscuit, we got Darth Thion 1972, Darth Radha. He's gone by many names, and we've got Grande Patron. Wait, he's muted.
The big deal.
The big deal is muted, so he may not be here to answer questions. Think how we might get through these in a reasonable time. One can only hope. All right.
Yeah, I told him yesterday when he went.
Shattered dreams, baby, shattered dreams.
Sounds like somebody's having fun this morning.
Sounds like somebody's listening to Johnny Hates Jazz from 1987.
I'm over here shattering Rangers' dreams. That's what I am.
No, Grande, I don't think about you at all, brother. When I get done here, I don't sit there and go, oh my God, I wonder what Grande's doing.
You said one can only hope that Grande's not here to answer questions. Mm-hmm. And I just said, I've shattered your dreams.
No, yeah. But anyway, let's get to the questions. Nathan H. question, I'm facing tough top 10 fights in Fleet Arena with my negotiator fleet. Any advice is appreciated on how to win the tough mirror matches? I mean, it's pretty much the same fight all the time, depending on what the lineup is.
Kill Anakin first if you can.
Yeah, I always attack
He's
Anakin.
the biggest threat.
Yeah, it comes down to like who goes first and stuff, but I always go after Anakin. I force them to use the heal instead of the AoE hit first, right? The first ship I use immediately, no matter what the circumstances is Plo Koon. I don't bring Ahsoka. She's my next ship, but it's always Plo Koon. He comes in. If I don't have taunt on Houndstooth, I put taunt immediately on Houndstooth. If I do, then I do the speed up, right? Because he's going to clear out your debuffs when he comes in, right? And if I've got taunt on Houndstooth, then I'm going to speed them up and get those attacks going. So focus on Anakin.
Yeah, and what I do is I save Anakin's special for when I can. Like I use Anakin, Mbaran, and Houndstooth in my starting line. I'll try to get target lock on Houndstooth so I can get Mbaran to constantly dispel that taunt.
Smart.
Save Anakin's secondary, because if you can hit that buff immunity on Anakin, he won't stealth when you get that the undying thing off of him.
Right.
So you can instantly kill him right afterwards.
It's a good move.
And that will make those fights considerably easier.
But if not, if they go first and they get that crap off, then just focus down the Houndstooth, just burn him down. And then again, Plo Koon is the all-star. Just every match he comes in and it's like, okay. But make sure if you don't have a taunt going on, do that. Now some people on defense have clone trooper ship come in. That's great for defense, but for offense, if you have Houndstooth still up, bring in Plo Koon, put the taunt on him. Right, he's gonna have all of his debuffs off of him, and he'll be a pain in the ass again. So there you go.
Well, and for me, sometimes depending upon how the match goes, like if I'm really low on health and I get my first reinforcement, I'll bring in Plo Koon. But if the match is going kind of sort of in my favor, sometimes I will bring in Clone Sergeant first just to get another tank up there.
You can do that,
and then I bring in Plo second and heal everybody back up, and then it's like 6-on-3.
Yeah, you can do that.
It just kind of depends upon how the match goes when you're facing it.
Yeah,
I tend to use the Y-wing more than Clone Sergeant.
You can use
for
the
that
Y-wing.
extra
the Y-wing's
dispel,
fine. Yeah, if you got a good Y-wing, you can throw that sucker in there too. There's a lot of variations to the lineup. I'm just, in a general sense, it's usually how the mirror matches go in my experience. I don't do a ton of fleet. But I've done that mirror match a million times where it's kind of the same thing over and over again. And you're just like, okay, now this happened. Now I need to do this. And then this happened. Okay, now I know what to do now. So
have you seen the lineup with Rex, Y-Wing, and Anakin?
Yes.
Ranger?
Yes.
That is a brutal fight.
Yes, it is.
That is. There's one guy in my shard chat that runs it, and I have yet to beat it.
I just, instead of 5s, I go with Ahsoka and starting lineup.
That's what I use.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's a brutal fight.
Well, and just focus down still focus down Anakin. I'll force Rex to do his thing. Fives will do his thing, but I'm still gonna go after burn hard on Anakin, force him to use the heal if their ship goes first, and then do the AoE stuff like that. So there's ways. I mean, again, if you do it enough, you just see the pattern that the AI does, right? And sometimes RG happens. You get a miss or something, you're like, well, that's not good.
Yeah, like Rangers games. Dodge! What the hell?
Oh my god. You missed it, Visca. I had a match. I still won at full cleared, but we had 2 matches where typically where I win 99% of the time, I lost because dodge was just prevalent everywhere. You got
like, what was it?
Four dodges in one round. I was like,
match.
What in the hell is happening here? I think it was who was it? It was I'll have to go back and watch, but it was pretty brutal. I mean, I still got the victory stuff, but
you were using your troopers, weren't you, Ranger? And it was like dodge. They kept dodging your troopers.
No, it wasn't troopers. It was one of my hard-hitting teams. I think it was like Jedi Knight Revan or Darth Revan that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, what the piss? I still won, but the one I won, but the other one I was like, I had to go in with another team to clean up. I was like, that never happens.
What is happening?
I didn't eat any corn.
Yeah, that's that 1% of the game where it's just like completely up in the air.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
It was
I've done this 99,000 times. It's going to work. And then the one time you really need it,
when you really need it, it just like
Exactly.
Luckily, it was in the back line. It wasn't anything on the
okay.
front line. It was backline teams, and then I had the same thing happen up the north, and I was like, the hell is going on?
Yep.
A lot of dodging going on here. These bounty hunters, sons of bitches. What the piss has happened? I can't hit these guys.
One time when you need it to work right.
I know, right?
The guys at CG are like, "Oh, hit the button. It's time."
Yeah.
Yep. I see Rangers doing his GAC stream.
He keeps winning. We can't allow that crap.
Turn up the dodge mechanics.
He's trying to get that. He's trying to get that cabber. We have to try to stop him in his cabbardness. He's always cabber. We have to cheat him.
Like when Biggs becomes Neo from the Matrix and dodges all your shots.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Nathan H. question: what do you find are some keys to setting a good negotiator fleet defense? I usually go pretty heavy with the standard team is, for me, any fleet that I put down in GAC or TW, it's to take points away, not necessarily to hold, right? I mean, we've seen enough counters. So I've actually had a lot of luck with that, the hold fleet. And how I can tell is, one, their overall score, and two, like how many reinforcements came in. That kind of gives me a good indication that the match went on progressively for a little bit. They lost banners because of it. So if you see a lot of reinforcements, even one or two, then you know that your fleet did really well. And I typically will set up where it's a standard setup. Either you use Y-Wing or you use Clone Trooper ship as your first reinforcement, then Plo Koon to come in. It just makes the team really survivable and tanky. You know, you start with 5s and Houndstooth and Anakin. Really tanky, so you can, hopefully your negotiator's better than theirs and you can take away banners. Chances are they're still going to win, but if 5-6 banners, I mean, that can make a big difference in a GAC or a TW too, right? Like, you see a lot of people using the Malevolence on defense. Not so much that it's going to get defensive holds, but in this day and age, in my philosophy and a lot of people's now philosophy in TW is, max, how many banners can we take from you, right? If I get a defensive hold, great. But if I can take where you're not getting 60, you're getting 54 banners. If you do that every battle where you're losing 6 banners per battle, that adds up. I mean, that could add up to like...
Yeah, and then you end up getting to these fights where you're like, oh, thank goodness I put it like that because I just won by 3 points, or I won by 5 points.
Yeah.
Where you really needed it.
All right, next question here. Nathan H. question. What are your mod recommendations for ARC Trooper? My offense, big time offense on that, man. I'm trying to think. I don't have the thing in front of me. I think I did offense in what? I'm not going to get in front of me at the moment. Let me look at my GG page. Yeah, let's go look at my GG page. What am I doing? I'm stupid. Let's go to my profile.
I think you do want to do offense mostly for that because it gets transferred over to the cannon, right?
Yeah, the turret. Yeah, do heavy offense with lots of secondary speeds. And the way I do it is whatever secondary mods give me the best speeds.
Yeah, I didn't focus too highly on speed. I do have decent speed on him, but I mean, he's only 271. But it's offense... crit damage. It's an offense set, crit damage set. It's got speed. It's got offense set. I made him a little bit more survivable with health and protection, but he hits hard. I got his physical damage over 8,000. Could be better. I did move some mods off him recently for some other stuff, but again, offense set, crit chance is always good. He's gonna hit hard. And if you want to increase your offense, you can go offense sets on the square and other places. With offensive secondaries, things of that nature. I do have offensive secondaries in all these. So there you go. All right, next question. We already got Grande wisdom of the day. Badrango, no, you're not. Who the Hut question. After this TBA, I will have negotiated 7 stars. Congrats. Is the malevolence a necessity? No, it's a nicety. You don't need malevolence. It does help in Dark Side TB, but I mean, no.
I would say not spend get to.
I mean, I'm going to get it eventually, but
good.
It's hard because if you're going for, like I say, Galactic Legend, you're working on like this new Luke or something. The get to, especially for those finalizer pieces for Gear 12 to 13 and other things, it's hard not to have that source of income, especially stuff like with your get 1 for like stun guns, right? Yeah. It's really, especially really with hard.
Luke coming out too.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see what's going to happen. So it just behooves you to you got to make that choice, because for me, when I go for a ship, like when I went for Negotiator, I just was all in on Negotiator. It's just the way it is.
Yep.
I didn't stop. Yeah. So once I decide on Malevolence, I'm not going to stop unless something drastic happens where I'm like, shit, I have to go for something else. But I will get a Malevolence. It's a great ship. It does make a big difference in Darkside TB. It's a nicety, not a necessity, because people can still win the battles with their other lineups if you have the other ships, especially with the bounty hunter ships, and if your other ships are really solid, you can do very, very well in Darkside TB.
Yeah, And then like Luke comes out. He's only a 5-star unlock, and you need all this
Oh,
get two,
God. I
get
hope
more
not.
shards.
I swear to God. Don't do that to
I
us
hope not.
again. Don't do that again. Please, I hope not. Please, CG. No, not that again, please. All right. Nathan H's question. Besides Relic DACA, what is the key to having a nice sister squad that can counter Galactic or counter Relic GG and Jedi Knight Revan? Saj, Relic makes a big difference. I think she's really important. She's the second character for me that I think you need to have Relic. Just for her survivability.
I think it mainly comes down to mods mostly for that one.
Yeah,
after
it does.
Relics. I mean,
if
because you gotta survive, long enough to do everything.
Yeah, I think it comes down to mods. I think having a Saj Relic is important. Basic Relic on Spirit's pretty nasty. Talzin doesn't really get a ton of stuff.
She gets a lot of special damage.
Yeah, it does stuff with her plague, but if I was doing order, I definitely think a Saj, then Spirit.
I would actually go Spirit and then DACA. And then
DACA, we're saying she's already relics. So for this person, yes. So DACA's always the first one, right?
Yeah. I would go Spirit, then Ventress.
Okay, so
Spirit gets a lot of damage
she's pretty
the
nasty.
relic levels.
Yes, because Ventress with her Rampage Zeta her damage is gonna increase anyway. So she's gonna be gaining the extra stuff as the longer she goes. So I would rather go with Spirit. That way, Spirit's doing massive damage up front, and then Rampage, and then Ventress will catch up.
All right, Vincent B. Are people doing the boycott today? Some are. Yeah, a lot of people are. I don't have a list. I don't know for sure, but they are. They are. And
checking it twice.
Yeah, and people are boycotting in their own way. They're either giving bad reviews on Google Play Store. They're not spending, or they've made a pledge not to spend. They're not logging into the game for the last 2 days. There's a lot of people doing it. I'm not showing the actual game today, on screen or anything like that. So that's why I have my GG page. So there's little things that we can do just to voice our displeasure at CG. Will it make a difference? Probably not, but you know what? You gotta say something. You gotta say how you feel.
Yeah, I didn't boycott the game simply because I didn't want to hurt my guild. Especially with Lightside TV, because we're kind of in that range if we really have to stick to the plan, otherwise we don't make the stars. So I went on the Google Play Store and I just put in a 1-star review and explained why I was reviewing it that way, and that was my way of contributing it to it, because it's a very tricky situation. Everybody's in a unique situation. That when you're dealing with something, you want to show that you're not happy with something. You don't want 10 people to screw over the other 50 people in your guild and make those other 40 people angry because they need you to participate. So it's kind of like every guild's different, everybody's different, and you just show your support in the way that you feel the most comfortable.
Yeah, and
I know there's a couple guilds out there that I've talked around with, and they did not support this. They're like, oh, if you want to do your little boycott thing and screw the guild over, you're going to get your butt kicked out of the guild.
Well, I know a lot.
So find another way to do it.
I know a ton of other guilds that were all like, yeah, go for it. But you're in both regards. I think communication is important, but we have really good communication with everybody in our community. So some guilds will do it. Some guilds will not. Some players will ask permission. Most guilds will, I think people are being very open about it. So, as long as, there's a way to voice your
and on a positive note for that one, though, we just got $10 donation from RSG Dodge 515 saying happy Monday. Get the pickles out, ladies and gents.
Thank you for the $10, RSG Dodge. Very much appreciated, my friend. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, I don't know. I'm assuming that's it, sir. All right, let's look at the next question. Let's see here. Nathan H. question: when do you find defense mods helpful? Tanks. Yep, mainly tanks.
I like Sith Empire Trooper.
You can do that. Defense mods. Like I run actually a defensive mod set on my gas. Like he's got protection offense sets with lots of protection and offense, but also I had needed another set. I wanted to make him a little bit more beefy since I had his numbers where I wanted. So I ran a defensive set on him with defensive, protection and defensive stats. But mainly you're going to see those on your tanks, right? You run a lot of they're not really needed for speed. You're going to put stuff like tenacity, defensive sets. You're going to look at stuff like health, protection, and their defensive percentage. Just to make them beefier and able to take more damage. So that's where you typically.
And yeah, with your rate of rolling defense on mods, I bet you got some pretty badass defense sets.
I've got the market cornered, man. Jesus.
All that mod depression.
Oh boy, I've suffered. Oh, have I suffered. N.R. Wilson question: other than the Hans Falcon and Akbar, which ship is the most critical to rebels being effective? It's a good question.
Red 5.
That's in the game currently, you bastards. Boy, that's a great question. I think Biston's U-Wing's kind of important. Cassian's is really good.
Yes. The 2 U-Wings. Bringing in Sabine as a first
Sabine
range.
Ghost and Phantom are pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean, Wedge not so much. You can get away with running anything. I mean, Wedge is Wedge, so he's okay. Biggs is okay. He's not the best tank, but he's a solid tank. Especially once you get him like in the relic range, he becomes a little beefy, but he's not that annoyance that like Houndstooth is. But now that we got the new Y-Wing...
Unless Rangers fighting against it.
Yeah, but if you got that new Y-Wing, that changes the entire script.
That's a good
thing
ship.
Is... Yeah. I think that's the second most important ship to that fleet now.
Yeah.
If maybe you can debate and say it's the most important ship, because that thing... Good Lord. You add that to that repertoire, that's what makes the home run team just so nasty now. Rayrock, let's see. Same question for my 5-star TIE burner. The hell's a TIE
bomber? TIE bomber.
The TIE bomber.
Oh, TIE bomber. I was like, what the hell's a TIE burner? You took the nickname for.
I think he's using one of the abilities because it burns in space as a play on words. Just knowing Rayrock.
Ah, yeah.
Because it's burning in space, no oxygen.
Okay. Yeah. The Ewok glider thing.
I chuckled at that one when I was like, oh, they gave a bomber the ability to set stuff on fire.
Yeah.
In space.
I know that Paul, he was like, are you kidding me? Burning in space. That's like directly against physics.
I know, but it's fun, right?
I mean, it was kind of funny.
It's fun.
Because it's Hollywood science.
I'll tell you, right. I remember watching, what was that movie a long time ago? Starship Troopers. They actually made a realistic version of like ships imploding on themselves. Not a lot of fire, but like the way the ship would kind of tear itself apart and stuff with the gravity and things. I thought that was pretty well done. There's been some movies that have tried to kept it realistic, right? With the fire looking liquid, because that's what fire looks like in space. It looks like liquid when it's out there. Right?
In 0Gs, it does look pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. So. Been a few movies that have kind of attempted to make it look realistic, but I mean, it's a movie, right? You expect big boom booms and bam bams. All right, I think that's the last question. Well, guys, we have done it. Way to go, guys! Wow. We did a great job. We answered questions. We did it great. We did it. We worked hard. Good. So really, the only thing, and I'm checking the forums right now. I'll check it right now. I'm watching them religiously. I am working on. So for the rest of the day, what I'm going to, and for this week, a couple things. We got a new thing that Grim knows about, but you guys don't know about that I'm working really hard on. And then
that'll be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. And then I'm also
almost as good as the Galactic Chase.
Nothing's better than the Galactic Chase on 6. It's great. I hope we get another one. Let's get the next B-Wing and we can chase it. I love it. Huzzah! Happy days for all of us. Huzzah, indeed, my friends. Ha-ha! Science. I'll be checking the forums religiously. As soon as I do, I will pop on where Finn, because I think Finn's going to go do some marbles, so he'll be doing that for a while. I think he's finishing up his work, and then he'll be over there on Twitch. He'll post whenever that is, if he has not started already. Let me look. Did I get any update? Man, I'm really dropping Arena not being logged in. Just go Arena Tracker pop like, Ranger, you dropped from 12 to 17. Like, oh no.
Oh no!
1A. Oh well. Yeah.
This might be the one time where I will actually have a higher arena ranking than Ranger.
I don't know. I'm 17. We'll see.
This might be that one time.
That one time. Oh, boy. We'll see what happens. But I'm seeing no announcement yet from Finn. But it should be soon. So if you haven't followed us on Twitch and stuff, you can go follow us on Twitch and stuff. And yeah, that'll be good.
Oh, Finn says he's heading on to Twitch as soon as the lunch stream is done.
Very nice. So we're going to end it right now then, as a matter of fact, Finn. So you guys go check that out. And then I'm also working on getting content. I've rehooked up with my crew from the days of us terrorizing people in other games. And so I'm working on City of Heroes, City of Villains content. So I'm going to be working on getting my characters up. And if you guys don't know, when I play that game, I always create characters from like famous movies and cartoons and stuff. So far, the characters I've created is, of course, I created Peter North. I also have a Snake Eyes. I have a Cobra Commander, and I made their costumes look like that. I also have Arthas before he became the Lich King from World of Warcraft. And then I've got Ace from One Piece. I created him. He's got fire abilities and everything. So when I make my villains, I make them to be fun, and we have fun with it. So,
nice.
So I'm thinking of a couple of other ones I want to do.
Thanos.
I thought about there's a bunch of people doing that shit already, and I was like, no.
Hey, do another Ace. Ace Ventura.
Alrighty then. But I was trying to think of like some other ones that I could do. Maybe I know I'm looking at it, and we'll have. But when we go in, we will either be doing the big task forces on there, or we'll be doing PvP and just going around wrecking. And yeah, and big shout out to all those guys, Mojock and just such good guys over there, Citizen Snips and Saul and all those guys. I mean, I've had some of the funniest moments I've ever had playing games with those knuckleheads. And McLeish, Ouchie would love it because they're both Scottish. A lot of Scottish guys over there. So tell Ouchie that she'll love that stream because I'll have all the Scottish guys.
She's downloading it right now.
Yeah, she's like, Scottish? What? What is this witchcraft? So there'll be a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, so Finn's going to be playing a lot of games like that, and then we'll be doing that. But I'm going to be getting that posted. But we got to build up our characters from scratch, so it takes some time. So once we get everything set in the next week or two, we'll start. I'll be streaming that. We got the new game, Star Wars Rogue, but that won't be here till the fall, so we'll have to wait till then, and then I'll definitely be doing that, hanging out with
October, I think.
Yeah, I'll be hanging out with Think I Real. We'll be forming our squad.
You know, when they actually give us some of the in-game footage, maybe we can do a reaction to that.
Sure, we'll do that tomorrow, actually, because it'll be tomorrow. Hopefully it pops before we get on, but if not, we'll wait to Wednesday and we'll look at it on the live stream then too. So, yep. So last thing I'll say is we're near 5K subs. If you know anybody that loves RSG, if you're watching this and you love RSG and you haven't subbed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. We're like 50 away from 5K. Hit the thumbs up. Yep. Hit the like button. And then check out the rest of our content. We had a great Jedi Academy. If you want to laugh, go back and check that. We did D&D yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it because these guys are really starting to get into their characters and stuff. And as a DM, that's what you want to do. I should not be doing all the talking, the characters. So they're really starting to do a good job at that.
We are definitely overthinking everything.
I know. And I love it. I love it to death. So there you go. Last thing, wash your hands, keep your social distancing, wear your mask, wear your gloves. You know, coronavirus is still out there. I'm going to keep preaching.
And most importantly, check out Biscuit Weasel.
Ooh, distro. Yep, we allowed him to pimp his stuff. Check out that stuff. Again, Twitch, check him out. Go 3 hours of Grande. I don't know how you did that, man.
Well, the whole first 45 minutes was just talking and kind of getting to know him as another content creator, because I've never really interacted with Grande that much, and so I just generally asked him. I was like, I started looking at your roster. Why, you've got great stuff. What are you struggling with? What are you having problems with? He's like, well, I'm just helping. Wanted to get a new set of eyes on my stuff, and I was like, okay, fair enough. So it was a lot of fun.
There you go. All right, so we're gonna call this one done. If anything pops in with the new Luke content, I will stop what I'm doing and jump on with Finn to discuss the new Skywalker stuff. But I'm refreshing one more time. Nothing yet.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything
I'm
either.
not seeing anything yet. So we'll keep our eyes out for any updates. But of course, it's only like, 10 a.m. over there. They're just now getting into the office and getting their coffee. They're just getting the coffee now.
Well, they have to get that one laptop booted up too.
Yeah, they're not even they're back at the offices. They're all just now waking up and getting their coffee.
Yeah.
Well, and they did say they'd do it Monday. They just didn't say which Monday.
Oh, God damn it. Science. Damn it.
You're not wrong, Radha.
You're not wrong at all. Crap.
6 months later.
But it was released on a Monday.
Well, shit. Damn it. All right. But that we're going to call this one done. So have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you people later. Peace out.
Later, guys.
Later.